Dear families of all countries, we are trying to have the holidays also established for the organization holidays. So, the first thing is that if you have any holiday at your own country, that maybe is an official country holiday. For any reason, discovery of this country or another, or we have those some Catholic countries that celebrate St. John and the Virgin Mary and these days, special days in the year. So for any, like United States, they celebrate Veterans Day, they celebrate Independence Day, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas in many countries. So if any of this is your reality, what you do, you know? So the first thing, you don't impose anything, you don't try to have problems. You just don't go. Say, sorry, I can't go. Because you might see people and try to inspire people, that are close to you, your family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors, right? That's where you start. But don't go too much telling your opinion, because they're gonna see that's mandatory to stop every other holiday that's not listed here. Okay, for us to have one good calendar for all countries. So, for example, Chinese calendar or a Western calendar, right? So we're gonna stop this thing. We're gonna do one. It's January 1st to December 31st and done, okay? And if it's somebody close to you that you feel comfortable explaining why you don't celebrate that anymore, you go ahead and talk. But if you don't know the person just gonna say, oh, happy holidays. I say, you say thank you or just leave without, you just say bye. That's the best way. Instead of leaving without saying anything, such as a store, a supermarket, you just say bye, have a good weekend. And you don't say yes or no that you celebrate. You don't say good holiday for you too, okay? So for us to already make this process the easiest as possible, and they're gonna see this video, and people gonna be talking to others that they feel most comfortable with. And it's very easy. People that were Christians for decades or they was Muslims for decades, when they see why this program is being so good for us to get united for our countries, easily they can change their mind. Okay? I already have other videos explaining the basics, and this is what you're gonna do. In a few words, for Buddhists, why we're not celebrating Buddha? Buddha didn't have everything written like we're having now. He left his wife to start his spiritual evolution. He left his wife, right? Let's say a few words about Jesus. He did not get married. His parents were not properly married, right? Married was conceived by a Holy Spirit. All this is not right. If we really think, we need one man, one woman, proper marriage, and then they have children. Jesus didn't have children and he was not married. And the other thing is about the books they left. If you see the Quran, have many good things, but not everything is good. If you see the Bible, have many good things, but not everything is good. And books were changed along decades and millennium, centuries, up to 2,000 years for some, or even more for others, religious books in general, but they were not properly written. So it's very easy to change your mind. Even I was a Christian for many years, but very easy to change your mind when you see that this is better for all countries, all cultures, all families, and the entire humanity. All right, very good. We see you soon. And try to watch that video that I explain more things to everyone. And the other thing you can do, you can start sending emails to people that you don't know. This you can do as well. In other cities, other counties, that you can do. If you really feel comfortable, you talk to the people you know. People that you don't know, Avoid your real neighbors that you're not sure, your commercial business owners, the school principal. If you're not sure, start with some other subjects first, such as the food garden, and it's a program for life, okay? It's a program for life renovation. Those two things you should convince them for sure, okay? So let's say a few words about Mother's Day and Father's Day. We have an improvement here. So we will keep the second Sunday of May for Mother's Day. Okay, this year's the 14th because the May 5, and then instead of August, we're gonna put in October to match. So Father's Day will be the second Sunday of October. This year is the 8th, and it's the month 10, because then, you know, to have, we try to do this every time it's possible, right? So a father and a mother, 5 and 5 are 10. I think that is reasonable. Instead I did before April and August, remember we did that before, April and August. We're gonna do this way now, May and October. All right, let's get ready, get organized. We'll be really brief, and what we're gonna have the same things we already been talking for a long time, for a few years. We are going to have the park event with game, activities, special words, right? Play in a word if possible, family games, right? And we're gonna have the flag movement, performances, right? Okay, the other thing is that we are not going to carry food to parks. So people can eat breakfast and go in the morning, or the other team can eat lunch and go in the afternoon. This way everybody will eat at their own residential community because it's a Sunday. So for these special days, we're not going to have only the brunch, okay? We're going to have breakfast and lunch, all right? This way will be really good, you know, and people go in the morning, they can get up really early, but then in the afternoon they can rest, relax, right? So we're gonna have the morning team here, the morning team going to parks, and the afternoon teams going to park. Everyone with children up to 7 years old stay home. They stay at their own residential community. And mostly now, because, you know, it's a safe location. The main thing is to play games and have fun. You can do this anywhere. So they do not go up to 4 years, or even forever, this one. 4 years, you know, they stay home right there in front of their homes, easy to have fun, you know. So they have 2 hours game, you know, and then 2 hours guided family games, right, or by age groups, and then 2 hours relax, sit, talk, or jump in a pool, okay? And of course, they also have the presentation of the people in charge, the prayer, hold hands together, and the flag movement, okay? But that's the 4 things they're gonna have. So up to 7 years old, they do not go out of their own residential community. They stay right there, okay? Morning and afternoon teams. Everyone with 8 years old and older, then it's okay. They can go to city or county parks. They have to walk, okay? No bicycles on this day, so they go to their closest one. All right, makes sense? Okay, they go to the closest one. And if they have maybe, not for now, but let's say 4 years and after, those with 10 years old and older can walk up to 2 kilometers from home. But not right now. Right now it's right there up to 1 kilometer way. No bicycles. If they don't have a park, everyone gonna stay at their own residential community, the same as the ones, the little kids. They just separate different areas for different games. Games for parents and little ones. Games for parents and older ones. Games for parents and teens. And the parents go whichever the best option for them, right? Okay, very good. We see you soon. All right, so for Mother's Day and Father's Day details, it's another video. So let's focus here on those things. So we have holidays for all countries of all continents at any time from today on. This is your notice day. You're watching the video now. So January 1st, right? For everyone is a holiday and a special day with lunch and games. Mother's Day, special lunch and games. Father's Day, special lunch and games. Family Day is November 11 also, okay? Because it will be like that and seem nice as a family day, right? And also the 4 festivals at schools, parks. So for parks will be on the following weekend after the school. So the school is on a Saturday. I already said which one will be. So for parks, close by parks, city and county parks will be on the following Saturday. Okay, following Saturday. So if this is one Saturday, this is the following Saturday. All of them gonna be two prayers from the people in charge, 2 songs, right? They can do some stretching for fun, some introductory words about that day, a few words, where the game's going to be located for this age group or that age group, right? Okay, so they have an idea what's going on. And remember, one of the videos I said the following Monday will be a holiday as well. We're not doing that. Instead, after 2 years, we're gonna have 4 weeks vacation for everyone. 2 in January and 2 in July. Okay, that's what we're gonna do on the future. All right, right now gonna be 1 week in January, 1 week in July. Okay, but that Monday is a regular Monday for everyone. For parks, if they have too many people, not too many parks, they can do Saturday AM and PM teams and Sunday AM and PM teams. The boat rides on parks or on fun locations also, they can do 2 teams, morning, afternoon, Saturday, morning, afternoon, Sunday. Okay, for the festival days and also for these days, for people to have also boat rides, right? That is mandatory to do it at least once a year. We're gonna have enough boats at all countries that have more gonna share with others, and they're gonna be sent. Those boats gonna be sent. The small, big boats, they're gonna be sent. Okay, canoes. Some of them can fit inside airplanes. They already go. Some of them go by water by themselves. We already have a lot of petroleum and different fuel anyways. Okay, so those are here 1, 2, 3, 4. You see here for holidays and here for festivals. That's plenty of time. Okay, so only this one here and this one here will be on weekly days that everything gonna be closed. The others is on Saturdays and Sundays, but that's fine. Okay, that is fine because, as I said, for 2 years we're gonna have 2 weeks vacation per year. That is plenty, and after 2 years or after 4 years, then gonna be 4 weeks. All right, so we're gonna let you know after about the years, but will be after 2 years or after 4 years. I think 4 years. Let's already decide. 4 years, 4 vacation weeks. 2 and 2. Okay? All right? And I think that's really reasonable, right? It's really sustainable because right now people have a day here, a day there, and some have vacation the whole year. So I think it will be a good adjustment time for us to be really organized and sustainable. And we see you soon. Okay, January 1st of each year gonna be our calendar for all countries of all continents. Even that before they use another calendar, doesn't matter. But from now on, that's how it's gonna be. For everyone until the end of high school, for 2 months. 2 months, you're gonna write everywhere. You're gonna write the date. You're gonna put the previous year, 2023/year 1. That's how you're gonna write. Okay, so not for first graders, or second graders, but yeah, second graders and above. Okay, to second graders and above, for them to start changing their mind, because some of them study a lot, some of them did not, and it's important for them to know that a big change is going on. Okay, so this is 2 months for second graders until the end of 14th grade for teenagers. Okay, now for elders, I think let's go up to 6 months for adults and elders. So we assure everybody, so they write an essay or any assignment, class assignment, anything. They're making a drawing, they're making a video. So they're gonna say both the old way, 2023, 2024, and the new way, year 1, year 2, okay? All right, so 6 months for everyone else, what? 21 years old and older. All right, and the other thing is that everyone up to 20 years old, they stay at the high school. They stay at the high school. Why? Because we have too many differences in all countries, or many countries. Some are very knowledgeable, and we don't want them to disturb their parents that maybe have more slow learning, or they were working their whole lives, Other teens, they're very smart on technology. We need to keep them at the school so we know what they're doing. They will be more controlled. Yes, that's the word. And some of them know nothing about many different things. So what we mean, they know nothing. They need a lot of English to learn. They need a lot of math to be learned, a lot of outside games. They never had that before. Some natives, they don't even know how to read and write. Okay, so we have many different realities. So up to 20 years old, yes, they're gonna stay at that high school until the end of the semester, even that they turn 21 during that semester. If they're 20, they have to be registered at the high school, and they do not study with their parents. That will be the easiest way, okay? Let's already make improvement. Until they're 22 years old and get married, they will stay at the high school. Okay, learning, helping, teaching a little bit, assistant teaching, okay? Outside, plant a lot of food, help whichever is needed, where the department directors will tell them to do. This way, they're gonna be more controlled, because we don't want them with their parents or their elders, because some of them are good, they're respectful, they're polite, they will understand, they will turn in their cell phones, but some, they don't. They're not on that level. We have to talk and talk again, explain why we're doing this, so they're not going to be upset, and they're going to be safe, they're not going to be depressed. So until they get married, so they are staying at the high school until 22 years old, at proper classes, learning, helping a lot, okay? And as soon as they pass all their tests, everyone gonna be doing tests online, and also outside, because some kids, some teenagers, they're very smart with video games, and they don't know the timetables. It's true. So we're gonna do a real good base, okay? And they can only leave the high school at 22 years old when they get married and bring the marriage certificate, okay? All right, so this for everyone up to what? Up to 1 year of the organization, 2 years, up to 2 years of the organization launching day. We're going to keep them all at the high school. I think that's the best, maybe even forever, but for now, for sure, up to 2 years. Okay, they get married, all right, then they start going, they're gonna start with their parents and grandparents, all right, at the same location. For now, going to be adult education. We're not going to have any building that will be called university, all right, for now. They're also going to be helping each other. They're smart in math, they help those that need math. They're going to be teacher's assistant because we're going to need, you know, they are great in computers. They're going to sit beside others that need some learning they never learned before. So we're going to use them in good, positive. They need to feel useful. It's very important to keep them busy. Keep them busy. Teach them about the organization, teach them in English, but those that are ahead in one thing, many times they are really behind in something else. That's another thing. I think I already said a few words in another video. Some they talk and do this and do that. They're very communicative, but then they lack in something else. They don't have a girlfriend. They need to learn how to dance. They need to know about those things. And some others have, difficulty in other areas, and they're good in other areas. Such as some people, some natives. Goodness, how much they know about the environment, about weather. They know about plants and food, and they have great vitamin D levels and things like that. And smart teachers and smart parents and smart department directors, smart school principals, right? Gonna make them feel useful. They have to feel useful, and you can put them to help in the areas they're very smart or the areas they want. Those that have good points, they can choose there they want as soon as it's safe. So you're not putting teenagers that are depressed to be working the carpentry or with handling machines, right? That makes sense. Everything is good sense. When they are approved, you're going to check one more time. If needed, you check 2 times where each of these teenagers are going to. Some children, some teens already living by themselves. Some teens, many teens, they're already independent with their money. They have their own apartment, or they live with other friends, share the bills, right? Some children, some teens live on the street. They depend on food from others, or they live in slums. So we're gonna have people from different backgrounds. Don't ask too much, just focus on the present. How's your mom? How's your dad? Good, done. Don't talk too much. Because if the parents believe you teacher need to know something else, they have a little space to write something at their registration time. But everything else we're going to avoid. Oh, this is adopted or not. We're not even saying that. This teen was living in the street. Nobody needs to know. And it's forbidden for them to be talking about themselves, to don't focus on negative things people have in the past. Focus on the present. How's your mom? How's your grandma? Oh, great. Oh, thank you. Bye. Say hi to them. So it's forbidden because we don't want teachers to know. We don't want friends to know, neighbors to know. If they were adopted or not, that's the past. And if the family believe, it's better to change, move 2 counties away from the county they're located right now. Renew life right now. Because it's forbidden to keep focusing on the past. Oh, you're still sad. You lost your husband. You lost your wife. You lost your mother. You lost your child. They died. Stop. We have to move on. Oh, people get sad during holidays. No, stop. We don't even need those holidays. Why we need Thanksgiving for? What Thanksgiving started? Or Christmas? You know, some people, they spend so much food, they waste so much food on those holidays, they never even made a donation to someone in need. And sometimes they don't even have a family united. Some they do, some they don't. Or they drink, they get drunk, or they eat too much, or waste too much, or spend too much money. So we don't even need those holidays in the first place. We need those new special holidays that we are creating, I just said on this video. Okay? So it's forbidden for parents, for anyone to say, or for themselves to say, oh, I lived on the street, or I suffer a lot, you know, to avoid people to focus on their negative things, okay? If the family is making a movie or a documentary story, because we're gonna need some stories, then it's different. Okay, then it's afterwards. They're gonna start planning, thinking, you know, talking. They don't have to write anything. They just plan and think. All right, they can have one flashcard that's gonna stay at the school with the title of this book, because before become a movie it needs to be a book, right? Then it's different, but not to be talking, oh, this student of mine is adopted and this and that, and one teacher talk to another and treat them, you know, poor, you know, oh, you know, as a victim. It's not. Everyone we're gonna treat exactly the same. What will be different is what they need to learn. But as human beings, according to their age, what's age appropriate, done, okay, for each grade. It's forbidden even for department directors and school principal to know this was adopted, this was that. We just have to be kind to everyone. We have to be respectful with everyone. We have to be polite with everyone. We need to have dignity with everyone. All right? Okay, you're doing really great. We really appreciate your cooperation, and we see you soon. Thank you so much, dear teachers, dear volunteers, for typing our work. Thank you. Here's Goiana Ferreira from Florida.